welcome to Archaeo-Linguistic Adventures with Nolan. I'm Nolan, and in this episode we are going to take a close look at solving and translating a rare Ogham inscription on an ancient Pictish stone known as the Dyce stone. The Dyce stone is currently housed in a shelter at the ruins of St. Fergus's Chapel in Dyce in Aberdeenshire, Scotland. It was originally discovered as having been recycled into part of the churchyard wall. The Ogham script was invented by Gaelic-speaking Druids and was later adopted for use by tribes in Pictland. The Dyce stone's mysterious Ogham inscription has baffled historians and linguists for ages. Let's solve it. Take a look at the Ogham script. We can see that Ogham is made of groups of perpendicular line segments making letters that make up words that run along a main line. Ogham is known as the tree alphabet because each letter is named after a type of tree. Ogham is typically read from the bottom upwards, the same as a tree grows. This particular inscription uses the rare block letter form, which is a later Pictish exclusive writing style. The line on which the Ogham is written is known as a spine. This inscription is carved into the stone using a fabricated spine. Gaelic inscriptions are usually carved along an actual corner edge. You'll notice that the inscription was poorly planned and was rerouted to loop back around in order to complete the message. This may mean that it was carved in situ, likely at a later date, after the stone was already standing and firmly planted in the ground. If we transcribe the letters of this inscription from Ogham to Latin alphabet, we end up with this long, confusing jumble of letters. However, now that we have it transcribed, time to translate it. There are a few things we need to keep in mind when translating ancient languages. Vowels may be inserted between consonants to fill in the gaps of words. Also, there wasn't any kind of codified spelling system back then, so spelling is neither right nor wrong, merely approximate. After studying it intensely, the inscription appears to be similar to Cornish. Cornish is the ancient Brythonic language still spoken in Cornwall in southern Britain today. If we were to read this inscription using Cornish syntax and mostly Cornish vocabulary, it would say, Iata ser reto de dathis maga rogadav. This means, it here was to build religious laws to well-behaved make Dalriadans, or religious laws were made here to make the Dalriadan well-behaved. It appears that this inscription seems to commemorate the assembly of new religious laws aimed at imposing prudence upon the Rogadath. The kingdom of the Picts historically bordered and feuded with their neighbors in Dalriada. By 741 CE, the Picts gained dominion over Dalriada and seemed to keep it right up until the Great Pictish defeat in 839 CE at the hands of the Vikings. Kenneth MacAlpin, a Gaelic chieftain, ultimately used the absence of Pictish leaders as an opportunity to seize power, dissolving the Pictish language, culture, and kingdom by adopting Gaelic as the official language of the court, then renaming the kingdom Alba and clearing the way for it to become a fully Gaelicized Scotland. Let's take a look at the individual words. All of these words are from the Cornish language, except the name Rogath. The first letter represents the long A sound. In the Gaelic languages, this is the singular masculine pronoun meaning it. The letter Y, representing the long E sound, has an implied meaning of it in Cornish, but not an official it. We know that the word Rogatha is likely a clan name because of its masculine nominative plural ending. It is a form found in Cornish, Breton, Welsh, and apparently Pictish. The name Rogath is eerily reminiscent of ancient place names in Britain and Ireland, as well as many similar ones of modern day. This should not surprise anyone, because Dal Riata is historically known for being in both Ireland and Scotland. If we take a look at this Mercator map, based on Ptolemy's 2nd century map of Britain, the name Rigodunum is clearly present around the place people once knew as the Kingdom of Rheged. Some scholars will argue that Rheged was a Welsh or Cumbric kingdom, and it may have been, after it had been conquered by the Welsh or Cumbric. The cross on this stone appears to be a Celtic Christian cross. It's likely that the Pictish leaders, having began conversion to Christianity and having defeated the Dalriadan Gaels, may have looked down upon the rough, rugged rogues of Rheged as needing to be made civilized and prudent through the impetus of specifically religious laws, as proclaimed in this inscription. Its goal was most likely attempting to forbid any pagan religious ceremonies and to stifle any heathen celebrations. Well, that's it for this adventure. If you like this video, remember to hit the like button. If you want to see more of these videos, consider subscribing. If you are thrilled to see these videos and would like to see this work progress, then consider donating to my Patreon or PayPal account. It means the world. And until next time, bye.